Loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be creating this holiday makeup look with this red ombre lip. It's super easy, super fun, perfect for any like gathering, holiday party, anything that has to do with the holidays. This is a super easy look. I'm actually headed to a holiday party right after this, so this holiday glam makeup is perfect, and now I'm all ready. But before we get started, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do so right now so you guys don't miss out on any tutorials or any upcoming videos. So subscribe, and without further ado, this holiday makeup look. So I've already washed my face, moisturized, and put on sunscreen. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I'm still using the Dr. Brandt Pore No More primer. I used it in my everyday makeup routine, and it's still my go-to. So since I'm going to an event tonight, I'm going to use my favorite foundation. It's the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation in the color Stromboli. Yeah, in the color Stromboli. I don't like to use this foundation every day because it is full coverage, and it's also on the higher end of foundations, so it's a little pricey to be using for everyday use, but for photo shoots, events, or special occasions, I like to use this foundation. It's full coverage, and it also has like a dewy feel to it, and it's not too drying, which I personally like in a foundation. I always like to do my face with a clean beauty blender. I just find when there's no product in there, everything blends out much better and looks more natural. So clean your beauty blender after every use. I am also blending down onto my neck because I want it to look as natural as possible. So a lot of these steps and products are going to be similar to what I used in my everyday makeup routine because my focus for this is nothing else but my lips. Everything else is going to be pretty natural, bronzy, but I want the lips to be the main focus. So I'm probably going to move a little bit faster through some of these steps only because I've already talked about it in my everyday makeup routine, so I will link that there so that way you know maybe a little bit more about what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to keep going. So I'm still using the same concealer. My favorite, it's my go-to. I will try others, but for now I'm using the same one. It's the Clinque Line Smoothing Concealer in the color Light and Moderately Fair. So I'm first going to go in with the light, and so I use the light as my base, and then I'm going to take the Moderately Fair to brighten up under my eyes and to really give me that glam look as well. A lot of people were commenting in my last video that my under eyes were too white. Well, first of all, I think some of it is this lighting, because in person, I swear it is not this way. So sometimes camera and lighting can make makeup look different. So in person it does not look crazy, I promise you. Just lighting sometimes can change colors of makeup. That's why there is camera makeup, like stage makeup. Concealer all blended out. So I'm really excited about this next product. It is the Perfect Setting Powder by Cover FX. So I love that this one is not a matte powder, so it actually makes your under eyes look a little dewy, which I like because I have fine lines, and so I don't like any setting powder to set into the creases because it happens over time. I just got it a few days ago, and I love the way it makes my concealer look. So I'm just going to take a small fluffy brush and set under my eyeballs and set wherever I put concealer. Oh, I just love it. It literally makes it look so natural, but like there. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. I'm really happy about the setting powder. It just doesn't feel drying. Get yourself one. You'll be happy about it. Then I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Dual Finish Lancome powder in Wheat No. 2 Warm. Same powder that I used in my other tutorial. Still my go-to. So for this look, I'm going to keep my contour very natural because I want my lips to be the main focus, but I do still want to add dimension around my face. So I'm just going to take the Studio Fix by MAC in a darker but yet natural color and lightly contour my face. And then for my nose, I'm just going to take the excess that's already on this brush, and then I'm just going to pinch it so it kind of thins out, and I'm going to lightly contour around my nose. I like using this technique whenever I want more of a natural contour on my nose. So even though the lip is the focus, I still want to keep my face very bronze and warm and gold, so I'm going to use my Nars bronzer in Laguna. Bronze and blend everything out. Now I need to fill in my eyebrows. Last time I used a powder, which I normally use, but sometimes I go back and forth between a pencil and a powder. Today I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Chocolate. What I like about a pencil versus powder is I feel like you can control it more. You can make it look more natural by just using tiny strokes, or you can fill it in and make it darker. So I like the control that a pencil gives you, especially this one, because it is such a fine, thin tip that you can really get in there and shape your brow. It is weird to go back to using a pencil because when you're using a powder, I feel like it's faster and like more dramatic of a change quicker. This one, it definitely takes a lot more time to like build it and make it the brow that you want. Yay, and now my brows have shape. So I'm going to keep the eyeshadow very natural for this look because again, I want to draw attention to the lips. So today I'm going to be using the NYX Butt Naked Turn the Other Cheek palette. So you can use any palette that has any basic neutral tones in it. I'm just going to go into these very neutral tones and do the base of my lid. And I just used a very fluffy brush and I'm just working it over the whole lid. And I'm just gonna go into some warmer tones. This color is kind of like a light taupey brown. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my brush and work it into the crease. So the only statement thing we're gonna do for the eyeshadow is we're gonna add a shimmery gold color from the Urban Decay Distortion palette. And I'm just gonna take that color bleach and tap it onto the lid of my eyelid. And to give it more of a pop, that color will make my eyes appear to be more open. So being that I have eyelash extensions on right now, I won't be needing false lashes or mascara. The only thing I am going to do is go into this Distortion palette. So I'm just gonna go into the color Old Smoke, and then I'm gonna create like a mini like cat eye. I'm just gonna add shape to the eye. I'm not gonna do a full like winged liner. I'm just gonna go in and add depth right to the corner of my eye. So I'm just gonna use a small angled eyeliner brush, and I know it's kind of gross, but I actually just kind of use my own spit to go into the eyeshadows. Whenever I do like eyeliner, I just find it easier than going and finding water. I don't know. It's what I've done since a kid and I still do it. So there's a little hack for you. The key to this is not to think about it too much. Just go in, follow the natural shape of your eye, and it takes a little bit of practice, but once you try it and get the feel of it, it'll come super easy. Oh, it's so magical when they actually turn out even. Amazing. So then just to finish off, I took whatever was left in my little angled brush and I just followed the lash line just to add a little bit depth, but I didn't want a lot there. I just wanted to darken the lash line. I'm just gonna brush through my lashes because you got to when you get eyelash extensions. P.S. if you guys need lash extensions, I have this great gal in West Hollywood. Her name's Christina. She does an amazing job and I'm really happy I found her. So I will link all her stuff below in case you guys want to get your lashes done in LA. Now for the lips, which is the whole focus of this video. Whenever I do a bright lip of any sort, whether it be pink or red, I like to do an ombre lip. I think it just adds a lot of dimension and shape to the lip, as well as it looks really cool. So whenever you're out, people are like, oh my gosh, how'd you do your lip? So it's pretty easy, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it so that way you guys know how to get an ombre bright lip. So without further ado, let's get on to this ombre lip thing. So the first thing you got to do is decide what color bright lip you're doing. For me, I am doing a red lip since it's the holidays. So I have a lip liner here. So it's the Avon Ultra Luxury Lip Liner in the color Deep Plum. And it's basically just like a, well, it's a plum color. I just said that. I am going to line my whole lips in this. Bear with me, this does take a second, especially when you're using a darker color. So take your time with this and be very precise and confident when you do it. And don't worry if it's not super perfect yet, because I am going to show you guys a tip how to clean up your liner as well. So the first step is to outline the whole lip, but not move too close to the center. So we're gonna start creating our ombre now. We're going to take that same plum lip liner and start filling in the corner of the lips, because we are going to put the bright red there. So just start at the corners and work your way inward. See how I have left the center of the lips open? So just color in the outer corners of the lips. Now that our lips are completely lined and we are almost there with our ombre look, I'm now going to take a very bright red lipstick. I'm using the Urban Decay in Spiderweb. So I'm just going to place it on the center of the lips where I have not put anything yet. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see the static in his hair back there? Ollie! You're ridiculous. So you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, she left her lips a mess, but we are not done yet. You're gonna take a small lipstick brush or anything that's small that you can actually start to blend the lipstick with the lip liner to really mesh the liner and the lipstick and to create the ombre. You wanna be careful not to blend too much. You just wanna blend where the colors meet so that way it stays darker around the outside and brighter in the middle. So I went ahead and added a little bit more red to my lips. So it still probably looks crazy because you have the dark plum with the red. I promise there is another step here that is going to help. But before we do that, we are going to clean up the line of our lips, and I'm going to do that by taking a very small and thin concealer brush with a little bit of concealer. Put the concealer on both sides of the brush. Clean up around the outsides of my lip. Why I like doing this as well is that because it fills the fine lines with concealer versus after a few hours when you start to see red lipstick bleed, it kind of prevents that from happening because it is filled with concealer and then it keeps everything in place. So I highly recommend doing this whenever you wear any type of like bright or dark colored lipstick and lip liner. Okay, now that's pretty clean. The final step to this ombre is to take a high gloss lip gloss and just melt it all together. That is what gives it the really cool look because you can actually like see them blend, and I feel like this completes the look. If you didn't do this, it probably wouldn't look right. So I'm using a MAC lip gloss in Strawberry Malt. Any type of high shine gloss will work. I prefer if it's a little bit stickier for this so that way it stays put and it doesn't like bleed out. I only put the lip gloss towards the center of the lips and I let it like naturally bleed out to the outside because I don't want to put it directly onto the lip liner. I did it. That's a lot of pressure to do a bright red lip on camera. So the last thing we need to do, well, second to last thing we need to do is highlight. I'm going to use this new palette from BH Cosmetics. It's the Spotlight Highlight Palette, and we're just gonna put it right here, tip of the nose and the Cupid's bow, and I'll just add a gold shimmery highlight to our face to complete our holiday look. So I'm just gonna take a small fluffy brush into the color Glow and Dream. I feel like it's always easier with highlight to start with less and add more because last night I was testing this look and I went a little crazy. Look at that highlight, yeah! Oh, I'm so excited. Then I'm gonna take whatever is left on my brush and I'm just gonna tap a tiny bit on the tip of my nose. So for my Cupid's bow, being that we have a bright lip on, I don't wanna get any of the shimmer into the gloss, so I'm gonna use a tiny little eyeshadow brush and just lightly place tiny bit of highlight right in the Cupid's bow. So just a few last finishing touches. I'm just going to take my big powder brush and brush underneath my eyes for any fallout or shimmer fallout. The last and final thing we are going to do is we are going to set our makeup, especially since it is a glam look and there is highlight and red lip. I really want to set this and make sure everything melts into the skin and everything just blends together and looks really natural. As natural as can be. So I'm just going to spray it on my face just to have everything melt together. Whew. We did it, guys. We completed a red ombre look with like a gold shimmery feel. It is as holiday as I can imagine. It's gold and it's red and it's bronzy and I love this look. Well, loves, I hope you guys enjoyed this holiday look. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up so that way I know you guys did. And also, if you aren't subscribed, be sure to do so right now because next year I will be doing tons of tutorials, hair tutorials, and fashion videos, so I don't want you guys to miss out. Also, oh, wait. On that note, be sure to comment down below what type of videos you guys would like to see so that way I know. Anyways, if you guys try this look, be sure to tag me on Instagram so that way I can see your beautiful red, bright ombre lips. And I love you guys. That's it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Enjoy, family. And I love you guys and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Ollie, come here. Come show them your Christmas bow tie. Come here. Say, everyone, I got a Christmas bow tie. Look, you're so pretty.